guys? Viking Dad Gaming here, bringing you a little bit of a tutorial today. I've been getting some messages on how I get my spec maps to pull up on Iracing for everybody through Trading Paints, because I know Trading Paints makes it a little bit difficult. So today I'm going to run you through a step-by-step on how I do that as I make some tiny adjustments to this car because I noticed an issue with it. So we're actually going to have to do this step-by-step. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to make a little bit of an adjustment here, there. Boom, perfect. All right, so I had to come in here and make an adjustment anyways on this paint scheme, and since I had to make an adjustment on the paint scheme, we're going to go ahead and have to update this. So you got your car painted, it's all set. You got your spec maps in, chrome. Let's say you got a chrome undercoat, metallic for your base. You got your car done, all your logos are on, you're going to go in here, you're going to race your scheme first. That's the first thing you do is set it to race. That's going to be done, and then you're going to come over here and hit this download button. If you do not have numbers, you're going to use your sim stamp. If you do run numbers, you want to click custom number TGA. Now this is going to look different than what you guys are going to see because I already have a scheme, I already have this scheme done. So when you come in here, there might be a list of cars, there might not. Some of these cars are other drivers that I've seen on the track. But you're going to save yours, just like so. You're not going to have to delete that number one, because you guys shouldn't have that. If you do, you could just save over it like this. Hit save, already exists, absolutely. Once that's done, you're going to come down and you're going to download the spec map into the same folder that you just downloaded your paint scheme into. Yeah, one other thing I want to point out before I do this, before I finish this, as I hit save, I'm going to pull up the regular file folder too for you guys to see this. When that prompts up for the save, it might not automatically move you to the folder you need to be. So to get you to that folder manually, from here you're going to open your documents. You're going to find your Iracing folder, go down to paint, and this is your car list with all the paint schemes for everything on Iracing. So since we're doing the Gen 4 car, we'll go down the list, Gen 4 Cup, and we're going to find 909156, which is the car we just downloaded. There it is, and your spec map should be at the end. Your spec map is not going to look right. It's going to look like this, of course. That's fine. So now that that's done, I'm just showing you guys how to get there. So that's how you get to your paint folders. Always remember, to get to paint, documents, Iracing, paint. You're there. So once that's done, you want to make sure that your Iracing UI is closed the whole time you're doing this. I probably should have iterated that before. Make sure your UI is closed. Now that that's done though, we've got those downloaded to the file. We're going to open our Trading Paints downloader from our desktop, and we're going to let that download. And as that's downloading, it's going to take that spec map, it's going to input it into the Iracing system. It is a little tedious to do this, but I have found out that it works perfectly every time if I do it right. And you can do it with the spec map. The spec map, when you download it, you can also use it for your sim stamp number as well. If you want to use that paint scheme for both sim stamp and a custom number, I do. I have the same scheme as a custom number and a sim stamp. The one thing I would recommend is that if you do a custom number and you're going to run a sim stamp scheme the same way, do not spec map your number. If you spec map your number, it's going to leave a spec map mark, like a black background on your car of your number. Now, it doesn't really bother a lot of people, but it's just something I like to bring in as a warning. Now that that's done, we're going to hit save. We'll close this. We'll hit our UI, and if everything's done right, I will pull up the Gen 4 Cup on the test drive, and it should pop up the first time, especially if you're using a custom number, because I have custom number schemes. And voila, you are set to go. Your sim stamp and your custom number, it works for both. You guys, it would be that right there should be your full setting. I don't know why my UI is doing that little box. I can't fix that. But I just wanted to show you guys a quick little way on how to get your spec maps to work through trading paints. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you guys have a wonderful day.